SRL Tier 2 stream for the Singapore Grand Prix. I'll be your host and only commentator for tonight's race, Days Freak. Welcome on in. Refresh, turn my phone audio down, pull up the stream on my phone, and good to go, I think. Oh geez, we've already had someone leave the session. At least one. Maybe even more. I'm hoping it's just him. Alright. Wish I had a co-com. I see. 19 drivers here for tonight's race. The only driver missing is the other Haas. We have Beto Express. We do not have the other Haas driver here tonight. And Joshua, strangely enough, said AlphaTauri. I think he was at McLaren the last time I remember. Josh got dropped for Sheen. Ah, gotcha. I just wasn't sure why I was seeing a different looking grid, or certain drivers in certain different teams. I didn't get to keep up with a lot of the driver moves in Tier 2. Yeah, signed with Haas. Okay, thanks for the info, Jack. It looks like a McLaren's going to be the first one out of the pits. It's going to be the McLaren of Fructose Alarm 5. I almost said fructose, but that's a different number 87, same number as my favorite player on my favorite NHL hockey team. Fructose will be one of 4 drivers, it looks like, that will be starting on the mediums for Q1. The other driver out of the pits is the Williams Quick VB. I've only realized that I have my speedometer unit at kilometer an hour. I mean, I'll keep that there just because, like, I don't see a point in changing it. I'm gonna turn the audio down because, yeah, that's. I was gonna say it sounds good for me, but I know for the stream, people will think it's way too loud, and yeah. We get Ace Phillip going out on a set of intermediates. Joshua is now out, coming down the boulevard. Gonna go over to Fructose Alarm. I'll be quite happy to find out next year Singapore will not have turns 2019, 18, 17. They'll be removing all 4 of those corners in favor of a legitimate setup. 296 kilometers an hour, top speed down the pit straight. 3rd gear, 4th gear on exit of turn 3. Opens DRS down the boulevard now. here of 299 kilometers an hour, I would say, down the boulevard. Of course, puts up a purple sector 1. He's the first driver to put up any times yet. Oh, same, Jack. I'm a tier 6 guy too. I'm tier 6 reserve. Out of the hairpin and now down the bridge. 105.2 through the first 2 sectors. Runs a little wide on the exit of that corner, but it keeps it valid. And we've got the other Haas driver of Reese B07 in the lobby now. Last week's race winner at China. Out of the final 2 corners now, Fructose Alarm across the line puts it at 38.4. Pretty good starting time. Quick VB who's validated his lap. This is Candy Bud. You've had enough. Across the line now, Joshua's going to put up a 37.6. Next across the line will be the Alfa Romeo of Ace Phillip. Coming across the line, he puts up a 43.5. LJB Sharp across the line puts up a 38.7. It's P3 for the Red Bull. So far looking like these drivers coming out rather slowly. Jonas hasn't validated his lap. Had it been valid, it would have been a 44.7. It would have put him P4. About 1.2 seconds off of Ace Phillip. Nazar Katter with a 38.3. It's P2 for the AlphaTauri driver. And it's a 1-2 lockout provisionally for the AlphaTauri team. Next man across the line looks to be the Bolt, the Alpina Bolt. Not going to be putting up a lap time here though, so I got to look for another driver. Q Jaguar's also going to be coming across the line for his lap. Ali Bob now coming through turns 18 and 19, 20 and 21. The double apex final corner. It's going to be a 38.2 for the Williams of Ali Bob. It's P2. Who do we go to next here? Ace Phillip diving into the pits. Going rather slowly due to the lack of fuel. JV Sharp coming into the pits now. His teammate Jonas for this race. Coming through the final corner now and across the line, it's going to be almost a 140 flat. It's P7 for the Red Bull reserve driver. Oh, Robin has come across the line now. He put up a 38.2. It's P3 for him. He's just 14 thousandths of a second off of Ali Bob. Yeah, 37.5 is pretty fast. say Bolt, speaking of pretty fast drivers, across the line he puts up a 38.7. P6 for now. Jaguar unfortunately not going to be able to put a lap time up here. We'll move on to gonna move on to Josh Meister coming through the final corner now. DRS and it's a 38.7 for the Ferrari driver. P6. This man across the line will be King Cobra in the Mercedes. These final few corners now. Out of the final corner and across the line, it's going to be a 1 minute 38.3. He's just 0.02 of a second off of Catter. It was P5. Now it's P7. Thunder puts up a 38.2. It's P5 for him. Hobbs Jugs puts up a 38.1. An absolutely flying lap from the Mercedes driver, Jugs. Only man ahead of him is the AlphaTauri of Joshua, who's got almost half a second on everybody else. Big Bullet's going to be coming into the pits, excuse me. As Karen Wynn will be starting their hot lap. Right on board with him. On 1, turn 2 immediately into 3. Fourth gear out of turn 3. Ooh. They had a little bit of wheel spin to turn 4, now 5. Gets out of the wall, opens up the DRS. And 6 here. Top speed of 299 kilometers an hour at 26.92 per sector. That's turn 9, now heading into turn 10. Gets a wide entry. Good run through there. Out through the Singapore sling. Probably the toughest part of the track to get right. It's a little deep in turn 12 there. 13, 14 here. 13, that's turn 13, the hairpin. Opens the DRS. One final time for this lap. 104.199 through the first 2 sectors. This Alpine looks to be on rails right now. Constant 90-degree corners now through the final corner. Opens the DRS and cross on. It's a 37.2. He takes pole by 0.4 over Joshua. It's P1 for the Alpine. An absolutely flying lap from the Alpine to start, or I would say to start Q1. Almost did, but it was less than 6 minutes now. Reese across the line puts up a 38.1. P4 for the Haas. Perhaps looking to match his result from a week ago. Bob across the line, he's going to start another lap. JB Sharp has currently improved his time by almost 0.8 of a second. Coming through the final sector now. Very good run through the final corner, and wow, he improves by almost 1.5 seconds. It's P2 for the Red Bull. Looks like this track has certainly been heating up since his first hot lap. Jaguar on the other end, not able to get a lot out of his lap. It's a 39.0. It's P17 for the Ferrari. Man across the line will be Reese. Don't know if he'll be putting up another lap. He won't. It will be him diving into the pits. We move on to Josh Meister. Coming through the final sector now. Looking at Apex there. Cost him a bit of time through the final corner now. Opens the DRS into the line. Oh, he was on an outlap. This game once again tricking me. Looks like Karenwin now is just starting to put up lap times. Ali Bob improves by about almost an eighth of a second. It's P4 for the Williams. I'd say he's safe at this point. Jonas across line at 37.8. Fructose Alarm puts up a 37.1. We could see 36s before the end of this session. And move on to Bolt, who across the line puts up a 37.7. It's P5 for the Alpine. I'd say he's more than safe at this point. Jaguar diving into the pits. I don't know if he's got enough time to do another lap. Josh Meister currently improving his time through the first two sectors by 6.5 tenths. Goes a little wide, keeps it valid though. This is Josh's last chance. Punch his ticket to Q2. Can he do what he needs to do here? As he crosses the line, he can, and he does. It's a 37.6 P4 for the Ferrari. I imagine he'll be quite satisfied with that lap. Got Quick VB, who's on an outlap right now. P20, he's the only driver on the grid not to put up a valid lap time yet. He's got to be able to put up a lap time. Here he goes wide and he's invalidated. He's got to save the ERS and he's got to work his way around this track quickly. I don't think he has all the time in the world to put up another lap. Currently yellow's out for a slow-moving Red Bull. It's Jonas. He's run out of fuel. Not much he can do about it. We'll move on to Ace Phillips, who through the first sector has improved by over almost 1.4 seconds. Opens the DRS down the bridge. Can get a different angle. Alright. Through the first two sectors, he's improved by over 3.5 seconds now. Question is, how much more time can he find? And I've only just realized that he put up a 43.5, so that explains the immense amount of time he's finding. I was wondering, I'm like, dude, what kind of lap did he put up? JB Sharp is retired in the pits. He's P3, so I don't feel like he's in danger. Both of the Red Bulls now have retired. We got an Aston Martin off the track. And across the line, Ace Phillip puts up a 37.6. It's P6 for the Alfa Romeo. Nazar Cater puts up a 38.3. Don't think it's going to be enough. Beto Express almost half a second found in the first sector alone. We're going to move on to the McLaren of Thunder, who's coming across the line now, and it's going to be a 37.3 at T4. Oh, what has he just done? Oh my God! I think he celebrated the fact that he got the lap, but then almost committed suicide. Wow. Ace did his lap on the inters. Yeah, actually, that makes sense. That's right. Yeah, thank you for reminding me that, Jack. I wasn't sure why he was so slow. Quick VB, good news for him. He's gotten across the line in time. He's he got well past the line by the time the checkered flag dropped. Currently, Robin and Mr. Oddbod looking in a very awkward spot as not Karenwin, who was a King Cobra across the line, puts a P5. It's a 37.4. I don't think Joshua validated. I may have invalidated his lap. Ace Phillips P8 right now. Mr. Oddbot is P16. Next to these bottom drivers to put up another lap is going to be Nazar Cater. Can he knock out the other Aston Martin? He can. It's P13. Reese, he's got to get into safety. He does. It's P7. Quick VB now. Coming across the line, it's P12. He's just safe enough. Tomo's across the line. P13. Acute Jaguar has invalidated his lap. And that's going to be all she wrote for this session. Your bottom 5, Nazar Cater, Ali Bob, Robin, Mr. Oddbod, and Acute Jaguar. I'm not quite sure what's happened to the Aston Martins today, but it just doesn't look like they're gonna have the best of time to start this race. And Thunder, oh that's right, Thunder had that broken wing because he almost literally crashed out in quali. Retires from the session. I can imagine Thunder's feeling like the luckiest driver to ever exist after surviving that crash. If he hadn't, he wouldn't have been able to put up a time in Q2. But your top 15 for Q1, Fruticose Alarm, Karen Wynn, LJB Sharp, Thunder, Beto, Cobra, Reese, Josh Meister, Joshua, Ace Phillip, Bolt, Quick VB, Tomos, Jonas, perhaps Jonas, and Jugs are your top 15. Again, your bottom 5, Acute Jaguar, Mr. Oddbod, Robin, Ali Bob, Nazar Cater. Your top 15 just over 7/10 apart. And these guys, one thing's for sure, this is going to be a very closely contested pole position. All right. Let's go with... There we go. We've got a Mercedes engineer coming out of the garage. Jugs will be the first man out of the pits, following closely behind will be the McLaren of Fruticose Alarm, man who's sat on top in Q1. I've been playing F1 Manager so much, I'm like forgetting the controls every once in a while, so I'm like, hold on a second, what am I doing? What's going on? Wondering why I'm not switching drivers when I use my D-pad instead of the triggers. Ugh. Following those two, of course, is the AlphaTauri of Joshua. Mercedes. Oh wait, Jugs is the first one out. Bolt in the Alpine. Both the Alfa Romeos of Tomos and Ace Phillip. Red Bull of Jonas. Soon to be followed by the Red Bull of JB Sharp. Reese now out of the pits. If you're Vertico's alarm, I would say that he needs to back off just a bit. You don't want to risk having even an ounce of dirty air at this track. I'd say there's at least 4 tracks where you don't want even an ounce of dirty air. Singapore, of course. Monaco, obviously. Hungary, and the 4th one I would say, in my personal experience, is Zandvoort. I don't know why. I'm not very good at Zandvoort, and getting dirty air just really messes with me. During the race, I can handle it. During quali, I don't want anyone on the track at the same time as me, let alone in front of me. We got Jugs coming to the end of Sector 1. 26.9 at 7.6 through the first sector. Almost 3/10 faster than Fruticos Alarm through the first sector. Singapore Sling. Third gear on the exit opens the DRS. .104.2. About half a second ahead of Fruticos Alarm now. Coming through the final few corners. Jugs. Cross the line now. It's going to be a 37-2. 37-1-1-2. Killian, stop, man. Give you these, but no more. Fruticos Alarm across the line puts up a 37-7. It's a 38-4 for the Alfa Romeo of Ace Phillip. Go. Oh, sweet Jesus, kid. Come on. 38-6. For the AlphaTauri of Joshua. And here's that Tomos is just pulled into the pits. Quick VB gonna start his hot lap now. Jonas. Cross line, it's a 38-8. P5. Reese across line, 38-7. P5. AB Sharp absolutely flying through the final corner, and he gets a 37-9. It's P3 for the Red Bull. King Cobra across the line puts up a 38-3. It's P4 for the Mercedes. Josh Meister with a 39-1. P9. Here's Bolt. He's validated his second lap. He will be pulling into the pits. We've got Quick VB. The game told me he had a purple sector too. Question is it truth or is it lies? Across the line, Quick VB takes a 37-986. It's P4 for the Williams. Gonna move on to Beto Express. Doesn't tell me his first sector time. It told me he had a purple sector 1, so again we're gonna find out whether that's got any truth behind it. I'm gonna be the only one that thinks. Because he looked laggy on the stream. He certainly looked laggy for a moment on my on my screen. A 104.8 through the first two sectors for the Haas. Oh, Beto Express is losing the rear end pretty heavily there. Going through the final two corners now. It's going to be 38-1 for the Haas. It's P5. Next man across the line will be the McLaren of Thunder. 104.7 through the first two sectors. Runs very wide on exit of that corner. Keeps it valid though. Through the final few corners under the grandstand. Got a yellow in sector 2. It's for Haas. It's Beto. And Thunder across the line takes P3. It's a 37.8. Jugs, however, still holding a pole position for now by over 6/10. And we've had a random driver join. I don't think I've seen that name before in this league. P3 for Thunder. I imagine he'll be pretty satisfied with that lap. Just under 6 minutes left in the session now. Tomo's going to dive into the pits, so no lap time put up for him. JB Sharp's left this session. I do hope he returns soon. Karen Wynn not touching anything below third gear. Oh, Karen Wynn lighting up the rear tires. Coming through the final corner now. The DRS into the line. It's a 37.9. It's P4 for him. His teammate does one better, almost half a second faster than Karen Wynn with a 37.43. It's P2 for the Alpine. Bolt trying to make a statement. We got Josh Meister, who's got both the Alpines ahead. I don't think he'll catch up to the Alpine, so good news there. He won't have to deal with any of the dirty air. Meister now underneath the grandstand. Got yellows ahead. It's for the Alpine. DRS is out of the final corner, opens the DRS, and it's across the line. It's a 37.6. It's P3 for the Ferrari of Josh Meister. Now Josh Meister and these other two here are having a bit of an awkward time trying to get through the first trio of corners. Fructose alarm, next man across the line. As Joshua has only just started his final hot lap of the session. Fructose alarm through the final few corners now. Get a massive improvement through the first two sectors. How much more can he find in this final sector? Across the line now, it's going to be a 37.0. He just beats out Jugs. Jugs is on an outlap. I'm not really sure why. I feel like, I mean, he's got literally over a second to P10 right now. I don't feel like that many people are going to find that much of an improvement. So Thunder is on an outlap, towards the end of his outlap now. See Jonas also on his outlap. He doesn't have a lot of ERS though. He thinks he's used about. Oh nope, there it is. Okay, so it was in the 90s. I don't know what was going on with the game. Telling me it was at 68. Just about everybody's on their outlap right now. They're gonna move to Jonas. And we got a yellow in sector 3. What is it for? Perhaps Josh Meister getting out of the way of somebody. Got to assume that's what it was. Josh Meister going to do one more run across the line with about 38 seconds to go. Jonas do the Singapore sling now. Oh, runs very wide, hits the wall. I don't know if he's got wing damage, but the contact with the wall certainly will slow him down. Bolt is in the pits. He's the only driver not going to be able to put up a lap here, so he's just got to hope that his time holds out. Karen Wynn didn't look like he was able to improve his lap time. He'll stay P7. Thunder across the line puts up a 36.7. Finally, someone in the 36s. Jonas now through the final two corners. It's going to be a 37.7. It's P7. He puts Aaron Wynn down a spot. Quick VB improves by just over a second. He's in the 36s now. King Cobra's in the 36.9. Reese 37.2. It's P6. Joshua will be the next man across. He's P7 right now. He doesn't improve. Karen Wynn's been knocked out, by the way. Beto Express across the line improves by almost 9/10. It's P6, dropping his teammate down. Jonas has been knocked out. Josh Meister unfortunately invalidated his lap. He's not going to be able to improve. Tomo's across the line. Doesn't put up a time. He invalidated. Going to be P15 for the race. I don't believe it. What an absolute tragedy for the Alfa Romeo team, is Ace Phillips not going to be able to improve either. It's P15 and 14 and 15 for Alfa Romeo. Davey Shard does improve, passing Karen Wynn, but it's only P12. Red Bull P11 and P12. We only have one team have both their drivers leave Q1. We've had two teams lose both their drivers in Q2, Alfa Romeo and Red Bull. Karen Wynn being the odd man out in that situation. Josh Meister makes it in P10, P9, Bolt, followed by Joshua, Reese, Beto Express, Jugs, Fructose, Quick BB, King Cobra, and Thunder on pole position with a 36.793. Ugh. As I said, top 10. I've already gone over the top 10, and just to go over the bottom 5 one last time. Jonas, LJB Sharp, Karen Wynn, Ace Phillip, and Tomos. Unfortunate circumstance for Tomos is he invalidated, I believe, on the final corner, and Ace Phillip, I think, said he had his wheel disconnect. Let me check. Yeah, okay, so Tomos' wheel disconnected and Ace invalidated. I'm not sure where, I didn't see it, but... But you certainly hate to see that happen to your fellow drivers. That is unless, of course, you're like Josh Meister, who got P10 in that session, in which case you might not hate it. You'll certainly feel bad for him, I imagine, but you're not going to be, like, upset about it. First man out of the pits will be the Williams of Quick VB. Following Quick VB will be the Alpine of Bolt, the Mercedes of Jugs, the McLaren of Fruticos Alarm, AlphaTauri of Joshua, that looks like the next man out of the pits will be the Mercedes of King Cobra, as unless Beto Express or someone else has something to say about it, and look like they do. Across the line, Quick VB is now going to start his hot lap. Right on board with him. Top speed at 293 kilometers an hour down the pit straight. Turn 5 now opens up the DRS. At 97 kilometers an hour down the boulevard. 27.0 through the first sector for Quick VB. And of course, slaying rides the inside curve just a little bit. A few teams here with both drivers who've got Haas with Reese and Beto still, McLaren with Thunder and Fruticos. No, did it. Mercedes with Jugs and Cobra. That's it. After that, you've got one AlphaTauri, one Williams, one Alpine, one Ferrari. Final few corners now for this Williams driver. He's invalidated. He's invalidated. I don't know if he did that sooner or a lot way earlier or recently. Would have been a 37.7 bolt across line. It's a 37.1. Verticosa alarm with a 36.4. Wow. Talk about a phenomenal time. 37.3 for Jugs. 38.2 for Joshua. I feel like I knew that one. Thunder coming across the line now. He's going to start his first hot lap of Q3. We got Josh Meister still on an out lap. And the man behind him is Cobra. Hold on. He's got damage. Is that from Josh Meister, or did Cobra just eat it into the wall? Both Cobra and Josh coming into the pits. Josh was on his outlap. I'm not sure why he did that. I would assume that it was because he was already on a used set of softs and he was just getting some rubber down. Quick VB and SA both also coming into the pits. Beto almost losing it out of turn 21. Cross lines at 38.1. It's P4. Will be the next driver to come across the line. Flip the time. And it's going to be a 38.195. He's 4,000ths of a second ahead of his teammate, Beto Express. Thunder across the line. It's a 36.72. P2, P1 and P2 for McLaren right now. These two both looking extremely fast tonight. We also got a third row lockout for Haas. The only other team that has both drivers, Mercedes, currently setting P4 with Jugs there, and P10 for Cobra. Of course, Cobra, Quick VB, and Josh Meister have yet to put up a valid lap time. Cute Jaguars left the session. I only just remembered he's here. Actually, I think at a Cute Jaguars in the Williams. I'm still getting used to these driver changes. Some of these I'm like used to now, but then there's others that still have me completely floored. Now with about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left now in the session, everyone is in the pits. I wonder who will be the first driver to come out for a final run. Oh, look at that. It's going to be Jugs. He's coming out now. I don't know if this is the time to come out now, unless you're planning on burning extra fuel on your outlap. Next man out of the pits was Josh Meister. He's second out of the pits. Following him is Fruticos Alarm, Joshua, Beto Express, Thunder, who I imagine either one of these McLarens could take pole position, and maybe even someone outside of the McLaren garage. It's certainly going to be hard, but I imagine it is a possibility. SA Bolt now out of the pits. We have got King Cobra, Quick VB, and finally Reese coming out of the pits with just 2 minutes left. He doesn't have a lot of time for his final lap. He's not going to be able to burn any extra fuel. Unlike Jugs, who's already in Sector 3 now. Was for some reason doing the opposite of burning extra fuel. Into the final corner now. Doug's looking absolutely fantastic right now. Opens the DRS. Top speed of 299 kilometers an hour. He's improved by about 2/100ths of a second through the first sector. Of course, in my personal experience, I would say the sector that you can gain the most time in is the second sector. We got a yellow for a slow-moving McLaren. It's Fruticos. He's invalidated. Oh dear, that could be huge. Oh, and Jugs has lost it in the Singapore sling. Turns 11 and 12. Oh no, this could be dangerously bad for Mercedes. We'll move on to Joshua. Checker flag is just dropped for the session, and good news, Reese did get across the line with more than enough time. Had crossed the line with about 11 seconds left. Back to Joshua. He's improved by about, well, a good bit over 3/4 of a second. How much more time can the AlphaTauri driver find in this final sector? I'd say he's got to find it close to a 10th in this final sector to take pole. Actually, no, he's got to find a second. Over a second more. ERS is out. Battery is drained. Cross the line now. And Joshua improves by 1.1 seconds. It's P4. And Beto Express across the line puts up P2. Thunder, P2, takes it right back. It's a front row lockout. Provisionally, Bolt puts up P4. It's a 36.8. Cobra across the line. It's a 36.8 as well, but it's P5. Josh Meister is P7. Quick VB across the line. It's 37.7. It's P9. Reese now, the last man to wait for, coming through the final corner. What can he do? Opens the DRS to the line. It's a 37.1. It's P7. Not a bad lap time at all from Last week's race winner. Probably not where he wanted to start his race, but certainly a good time regardless. Pole position goes to Fruticos Alarm despite invalidating his final lap in the first sector. I imagine Fruticos probably could have gotten a 36.3 if he'd have kept it valid. I can't imagine he's going to be very pleased with that, if I'm going to be honest. Or who knows, maybe he'll just be happy he took pole and held on to it. His teammate getting P2, Beto Express, Bolt, Cobra, Joshua, Reese, Josh Meister, Jugs, and Quick VB are your top 10. Rather unfortunate qualifying session for some, and for others, it's probably much better than they expected. Okay, I've only just realized that apparently we're just gonna start without hearing a countdown. I feel like I should have heard it in my countdown. But nah, I guess not. Fair. So, back to front, you've got a cute Jaguar P20, P19 Mr. Oddbot, P18 Robin, Alley Bob, Nazar Cater, Tomos, Ace Phillip, Karen Wynn, LJB Sharp, Jonas, Quick BB, Bob's Jugs, Josh Meister, Reese, Joshua, King Cobra, SA Bolt, Beto Express, XPG Thunder, and your pole sitter, Fruticos Alarm, making what I think is his first start in GSRL. Someone in the comments let me know if that's true or not. We've got all but 3 drivers starting on hard. Those 3 being Alibaba, Mr. Oddbod, and Joshua. Jonas has been disqualified. I'm not sure why. Everyone else is starting on hards, as I've said. I'm honestly kind of shocked we don't have a bit more of a split strategy. say the top 13 should probably slow down. Alfa Romeo's going a little slow in their formation lap. Ditto the rest of the field behind them. Right. Joshua gets disqualified. Karen gets disqualified for a misalignment. Ace Phillip. 3 drivers. No, 4 drivers. Mr. Oddbod gets a disqualification for a misalignment. And for some reason, Josh Meister is put in B1. Not sure what the hell is going on. Excuse my language. I'm like completely confused. I don't even see lights. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go here for the Singapore Grand Prix. Both the McLarens get off to a good start. Beto Express not so good. Oh boy. And he's dropping it already, and I'm getting an Xbox message. That's not good. Can't be good. Oh, Josh Meister needed an invite. Oh, my bad. Did not expect that. We got a 5-second penalty to JB Sharp for cutting a corner and gaining a position. Look at what has happened. What has happened back here? I mean, no one's wrecked. Not exactly having a great race here back here either. Quick VP now gets a 5-place grid penalty for gaining 2 positions while cutting a corner. As you would think, oh my, what is going on with Jonas's internet? Back at the front continues to be the status quo of Fruitico's Alarm and XPG Thunder in the lead. SA both gained a spot, 2 spots gained for Joshua. Cobra stayed P5. Reese gained a spot. Beto Express lost 4 spots off the start. What has happened to Karen Wynn? Does he have damage? Doesn't appear to be the case. Appears to be fine, actually. Biggest losers in this first lap. Unfortunately, Josh Meister is one of them, not to any fault of his own. Just the tragic situation he was in. Jugs has lost 8 spots and 6 spots for Karen. It was going to be 7, but Robin pitted. Your biggest winner on that first lap is Mr. Oddbod, P19 to P10. Joshua gaining another position on those medium tires. What to say though, you've got to get past these McLarens before the DRS. Once the DRS is activated, you're not going to get past either one of these 2. Got to do it here and now. Jaguar and Jugs fighting for 216 and okay. I don't know if this is a position worth fighting for, at least not this hard. Jonas. That lag is just giving me a headache, honestly. Knoxville cross line puts up a 42.2. It's the fastest lap of the race. DRS has been enabled. I don't think Thunder's going to try and overtake his teammate. I think they're just going to keep it 1-2. He's not close enough to make a move anyway. Joshua, though, absolutely needed Fruit Coast to essentially abandon his teammate. And we got two cars inside each other. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, we got a virtual safety car. What's happened? We have a broken wing on the track, perhaps. Don't think so. I don't. If there is, I don't see it. I would try to stay as close to these guys as I can if I'm Joshua. You got to find any advantage you can possibly get. You also, of course, have to make sure you stay under the delta. DRS has just been enabled, and good news, ladies and gents, no one got a drive-through. I say Bolt, though, used the green flag conditions to his advantage, getting past King Cobra for P4. Quick VB with a 3-second time penalty, not what the Williams needed. Oh boy. On board with Joshua. See if he can get past these two. Yeah, Ali Bob was last for a minute there. He's up to 17th now, so, you know, good news there. If you're a Williams guy or if you're just a fan of Ali Bob, which I don't blame you if you are. He's a good driver. I feel like he's just had a lot of really bad luck. Certainly had a lot of bad luck in this race, that's for sure. Try and see if he can get past Jonas. Gotta hope he can drop. Hope he can. Look at Jonas. I mean, this is just, look at his internet, man. It is skipping and jumping and hopping and everything. His internet just looks like it's shambles right now. Can't imagine how Mr. Oddbot, who's gained 9 spots in the first lap and says that hasn't gone anywhere, feels. Because I imagine Mr. Hotbod wants to get some more drivers, but he can't because he's got this guy to worry about. And that just can't be a good feeling. And Ali Bob has just gotten past the Red Bull of LJB Sharp for P16. Started the race 17th, dropped down to last, and has come back up to 16th. trying to ride on board with him. Thank you. Just look at the car, dude. I mean, that is, look at that. He was in the wall and then he's back on track. It's just, I hate that. Because it gives me a lot of anxiety trying to race against a guy like that. So I can imagine a quick VB feels. Probably immensely distracting too. A lot of understeer through there. You gotta wonder if he got wing damage or maybe it's just the dirty air that's absolutely killing him. And if you're in Beto Express's shoes, you've got to stay ahead of Jonas. You've got to hope also that Reese keeps you within his DRS. He will get DRS here, so good news there for him. Looks like King Cobra's going to be able to catch SA full. He's about three, maybe 4 car lengths back at the braking point. Back on board with Joshua. Still trying to keep up with the guys in front, but he is dropping a little bit at the time. Right behind King Cobra. You'll be able to get a move on him. Quick VB, look at that, he's right on the gearbox of Jonas. Gotta be careful though, he didn't want to get too close. This guy is still lagging. I'd say the Boulevard's the place he's got to try the overtake. Unless he can get a better run, unless he can out-brake the Red Bull right here. That was too far back. There's nothing he can do there. Oh! How is that not a bit of contact? And look, he's just driving right through him. My man's internet is so bad, he's just driving right through him. That cannot be, that can't even be real. That is absolutely insane. That's good to know that you're an Alibaba fan. I'm guessing he's on your team, Alpha? Maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. Good news for Quick VB. He's finally got past Jonas. Now we've got Mr. Oddbot who's right behind him, and Tomos is looking to try and get some points here. Or even a point. And so far, this has been an absolutely great race. There's been no idiotic crashes or dive bombs. There hasn't been overtly dumb decisions made. It's just, like, the only bad part about this race is just Jonas having internet that makes you wonder what the purpose of life is. Look at that, it looked like he spun, and then he's just fine. Like, you have no idea how much anxiety that gives me. And I'm a commentator. Imagine what it's like for Oddbot and how it was for Quick VB before he got past. And hold on. Oh, no! Oh, Alibob's lost it. He might have wing damage. No, Karen Wynn has got wing damage. Doesn't look like Alibob does, so he keeps going. It's a shame. He was in a fight for P15 with Karen Wynn and JB Sharp. Saw him swapping positions for a moment, and then all of a sudden, yellows. Oh, hold on. The fight for P5. Doesn't look like Reese can get past. He's certainly not going to give up, though. He looks to the inside. He's going to have to back out of that move, though. You can't go side by side through this section of the track. You try that, you'll either wreck out or just spin. All this fighting, though, has left Cobra a little vulnerable. He's almost out of the DRS.
We got a huge incident. Beto Express has lost it. He's down to P14. Oh no, dude. That's not what you want to see. That's tragic. Oddbot is right on the gearbox of the Red Bull. He knows he can just drive right through him because Jonas did it. Since BB did it like 2 or 3 laps ago. Oh! Jonas hit the wall. It's gonna give Oddbot a very good chance here. Pulling away from these guys a little bit. I don't know if Mr. Oddbot will let him, but certainly won't matter. Tomos is now spun. Ever since I said something, we've had a handful of spins. Oh, and it's Alibaba around again on the exit of turn 3. I'd say at this point what this man needs right now is a safety car. Get him to cool his tires off and be able to switch on to the hards. You can theoretically make it to the end on hards from here, but it won't be the favorite strategy. You certainly won't want to have to do it. You don't want to have to go 22, I should say, laps on hards, but if you have to, you will. Still have the fight for the top 3 positions between Fruticos, Thunder, and Joshua. We've also got a 3-way fight for P4 between Bolt, Cobra, and Reese. A 4-way fight for P7 between Quick VB, Oddbot Jonas, and Nazacator, who's catching up, but so is Josh Meister, Hobbs Jugs as well, so it looks like it's going to be a bit more than just 4. 6-way fight, actually, for P7. If Beto Express catches up to those guys, it'll add 2 more to that pack. You're gonna Alibob in the pits. Karenwin puts up the best lap of the session, and Alibob's gonna go on to the hards. Good train here from P7 to 12. Oh, hold on. Mr. Oddbot's almost been passed by Jonas. Oh, he hasn't been passed by Jonas. The worst part is Jonas. Oh, no. Okay. I mean, that works. Oh, we got a little bit more contact in the back. Oh! Beto Express has just been flat out taken out there. Not 100% sure if it was on purpose, but definitely not great. Alibob causing another yellow in Sector 2. This package just dropped about 3 seconds to Reese, Cobra, and Bolt due to that contact. Josh Meister, Nazar Cater, both in the pits, along with Jugs and Beto Express. It's not a great incident for any of those 4. I imagine there'll be quite a number of clips submitted from this incident alone. We've got Ace Phillips who's going to gain 4 free positions all the way up to 12th. And Robin, who I'm pretty sure was fighting for a championship, or is, I should say, fighting for a championship. And that he is. He's P5 in the Drivers' Championship. Of course, Bolt leads the way with 147 and 122 for Thunder. Thunder looks like he might be able to carve into that lead just a bit. Oh no, I just realized Jugs has his front wing. He's still got front wing damage, I don't believe it. It's side by side between Karen Wynn and Beto Express. Looks like Beto might get beat out. Oh, there's been a bit of contact. It's gonna allow Josh Meister through. And Nazar Cater, what has happened? Side by side from Nazar Cater and Josh Meister. Not the place you want to go side by side at. Huge contact, almost sent Nazar into the wall. Nazar now diving on the inside of the hairpin. These guys are in an absolute dogfight for P17. This could end fantastically for some of these guys, and it could end in an absolute tragedy for others. Got a cute Jaguar right on the gearbox of Jugs. Trying to get past him, but he's in 7-lap old mediums versus Jugs' brand new mediums. And his mediums by now are definitely up to 10. Cute Jaguar, I think, might have bumped Jugs. I don't think he bumped him enough for it to, like, even be noticed. I don't think Jugs may have even noticed that he got bumped, but he did. We got another yellow yet again. It's Ali Bob again. Man. I mean, I'm just going to keep looking here in the back because we got an actual fight going on here, and not just any kind of fight. It's like bare-knuckle boxing for P14. Who's going to win? Who's going to stand tall when it's all said and done? There's a lot of guys here looking for moves. Nazar Cater alongside the Ferrari of a huge Jaguar. Can he take the spot around the outside? And it looks like he has. He's taking the spot at P16 for Nazar. And another yellow again for the Williams of Ali Bob. All the fighting going on behind him. Karen Wynn's looking to try and pull away from Jugs. He's got over a second. Jugs isn't going to get DRS. So Karen Wynn's going to start to pull away. Oddbot is just exited the pits onto a set of brand new hards. You can easily take these to the end. We got another yellow. We got to make sure he doesn't block the leaders. Oh, he's got a broken front wing. It's a full course safety car. If you're Ali Bob, do you pit to fix your front wing, or do you stay out to get your lap back? Because Josh was certainly pitting. He can get to the end on a set of hards from here. This is a perfectly timed safety car for Joshua. For these hard runners, like both the McLarens, P4 all the way to P10, this is absolutely disastrous timing for the safety car. And the question becomes who stays out and who goes in. And okay, what is going on with Ali Bob? Was he letting people through, perhaps? Verticos Alarm and Thunder both pit. They don't really have a choice. I don't think anyone has a choice in the top 10. I mean, if you're Quick VB or one of these other hard runners who started on these tires, it's like, do you pit? Ali Bob's tired. I'm not sure where he is. He might be in the pits. Unfortunate. Question is Ali Bob's tired car going to get in the way of the Quick VB? And it has. Oh dear. This could be disastrous for the Williams. It was fighting for P7 for a while there. Got a lot of guys heading on to the mediums, of course. Joshua's gotten past Thunder, most importantly, which could put Frutos under pressure. Mediums can make it to the end from here, but you're gonna be close. Mediums from here are like, I think by the end you'll be like 65 or so percent by the end. Quick VB now down to P11. It's an unfortunate circumstance for him in the pits. Especially considering he came in P7 and lost 4 spots to drivers he was able to keep behind him. I don't know if he'll be able to pass them. He's got to hope he can, but obviously there is no guarantee. Nazar Cater stayed out on his 3-lap old mediums. Don't think he's going to be able to make those stretch to the end. Safety car restart order, barring anything unforeseen, will be as follows. Verticos alarm, P1, followed by Joshua. Thunder, who's lost P2 to Joshua. P3, so P3 Thunder, P4 SA Bull, King Cobra, Reese, Amos, Jonas, Nazar Cater, LJB Sharp, rounding out your top 10. Quick VB, P11, Ace Phillip, Robin, Mr. Oddbot, Aaronwin, Josh Meister, Cobbs Jug, Q Jaguar, and Beto Express, all still in this race. We've only had the one safety car due to Ali Bob's crash in Sector 2, towards the end of Sector 2, right before the hairpin. And he retired from the race. In the pits, I wasn't sure where he was. I thought he crashed into the pit entry or something. It was one of those little flies in my face. Oh, you're Thunder. Oh, no, you're not. You're okay. You just said you're a fan of Thunder, Josh, and Josh Meister in Cobra 2. I don't really have a favorite driver in this division. I just like watching these guys race, frankly. Reese is the one I know I've known. Reese and Josh Meister are the two I've known the most. The rest of these guys, before I got here, I never knew. And then there's guys like Fruticos Alarm, who and Nazar Cater, who I've never seen before tonight. Jonas as well. I knew Reese from FPRL, another league that I used to be in. I think he's still in there, I'm not sure. And Josh Meister is also in another league that I am currently in. That league being RSF1. He's a Div 2 driver in there. I'm a Div 5 driver because I'm slower than dog water. Trying to catch out Joshua, and looks like he didn't. No, he slowed down. Hold on, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. Oh no, that is blatantly not fair. You are not allowed to start and then stop. That should be a penalty. If there's any amount of justice in this division, that should very well be a huge penalty on Fruticos and McLaren, because frankly, I feel like they kind of orchestrated that. They definitely had to. Joshua, who rightfully deserved P2 there, and he just got it essentially snatched away from him because of unsporting safety car restart. That, I don't know, man. And we got a yellow on the bag. It's for JB Sharp. Lost a bunch of positions. Looks like that could be B's back in the points. Right behind Jonas, though. Okay, wow. He went about as wide as he possibly could on the exit. I think he hit the wall, too. BB with another 3-second time penalty. It's 6 seconds for him on the race. 6 seconds for Robin as well. 5 for Jugs, 5 for Reese, 3 for Nazar, 3 for Q Jaguar, and 3 for Karen Wynn. Currently the only man on track with hard tires on, Joshua. He's almost out of the DRS range of the two ahead of him. BB trying to get past the Red Bull of Jonas. Looks like he might have just done it. Perhaps not yet. Oh, no, he did. This AI and this ghost in front of him's got to be distracting. I don't know how he's still at the race with that. That has to be the most distracting thing for Quick BB. Oh, side by side, a good bit of contact between Karen Wynn and Mr. Oddpod. Fruticos alarm with a 40.5. It's best lap of the race for him. Jonas went down to P10. Oddbody did a good run on him. He take P10 away. Robin keep a good run on Quick VB on Jonas. Oh man. Oh! And Joshua's just been taken out! I looked down for 2 seconds and he's been taken out! What has just happened? That is just... wow. It's only a virtual, that's crazy though. Did he get taken out or did he like... just not break? I don't know. Robin with a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. DRS has been re-enabled. Robin's got 11 seconds of penalties, and look at this. Jonas just drives right past him. Did Robin do anything about it? I don't know if he can. We got another yellow. This time it's Karen Wynn. Front. They Gold now doesn't have Joshua on the hards in front of him, holding him up. He's gonna be able to catch up though. This is a McLaren. Is it a foregone conclusion? Don't think he's going to be able to catch up. It's 2.6 seconds back. Quick BB's lost it. Oh no! Looked like could have been a decent day for Williams despite one of their drivers crashing out. Or retiring, I should say. Now it just looks like it's going to be another day of another night of misery for the Williams team. Quick BB down all the way down to P16. Ugh. God. Next man to pass Jonas will be Josh Meister, currently to 11. If he can keep up his pace, he could very well score more than just P10. Contact or somebody up ahead. Two teams right now have both drivers in the point. It's Phillip looking to make the move on the inside, and he does. He's P8 for the Alfa Romeo now. Very good move from Ace Phillip indeed. Another driver who just got a 3-second time penalty. I think it was, say it was Beto Express, maybe Karen Wynn. Dobbs Jugs has just gotten past Mr. Oddbot to P12. Downside for Jugs is he's got 5-second penalty. So if he wants to keep that, he's got to keep that position. He's got to get 5-second gap on Oddbot. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's gonna be hard. Jonas still fighting for P9. Fighting for P9 against Nazicator. I should say. Rush at the wall for Jonas. Dropped a bit of time to Jonas. I don't know if he's going to be able to get him just yet.
We're gonna go up to Bolt, and he's 3.6 seconds back. Now on the McLarens, imagine Fruticos is gonna need a big lead over Bolt in order to at least keep P2. Right now the gap is 4.2 seconds. If he can continue to increase that, he might be safe from losing out on P2. I mean, either that or the stewards will just make the penalty bigger. Whoa! Quick BB's just crashed on the straight. What's happened? And it's a safety car. Oh boy. This is going to leave everyone wondering where they should go, what they should do. Nazar Cater almost doesn't have a choice. He's got 11 lap old mediums. If he doesn't pit now, he's got to pit in the next 2 or 3 laps. If the safety car hadn't come out when it did right now, he would have had to have pit in the next 2 or 3 laps. Saying now he has to pit, period. Everybody else can entertain the thought of staying out, but he specifically has to pit because those extra 3 laps were all race laps. Which means I'd say his tire wear is probably upwards of 50%. It's close to 50%, not upwards. Like everyone is going to stay out. Is this really what we're doing? No, one other driver who's pitted is Jugs. Sharp also pitting. Beto Express stays out. Aaron Wynn. Okay. Heavy lag there for a moment. But Darren Wynn does pit. Jug going on to slightly used mediums. I'm not sure about that. New mediums for Nazar Cater. New softs for JB Sharp. Karen Wynn going on to 6-lap old mediums. That is a rather interesting strategy call from Karen Wynn. Everyone else and their grandmother stays out on track. Started with 20. We are still at 17. Not a bad number. 13 of said 17 stayed out of the pit lane that last lap. Okay. Can't imagine the stewards do not look at that last safety car restart. Ugh. Not gonna come in just yet. I'm pretty sure this is only the first lap under the safety car anyway. Technically first lap. Oh, and Karen Wynn's lost it. Oh, and he may have just given himself rear wing damage. I mean, I can't tell, but he may have. I hope for his sake he doesn't have rear wing damage, but he might. Back at the front. As of right now, our safety car restart order will be as follows. Fruticos Alarm, XPG Thunder, SA Bolt, King Cobra, Reese B07, Amos, Robin, Ace Phillip, Jonas, Josh Meister, Mr. Oddbod, Hugh Jaguar, Beto Express, Nazar Cater, LJB Sharp, Cobbs Jugs, and Karen Wynn, who's going on to a set of brand new softs now. And I I won't argue that. That's definitely not a bad strategy call to go onto the softs. You just gotta hope he can catch up to the leaders in time. Really easy out of that corner. Safety car should be in this lap. Does not look like it will be, no. Stay out one more lap. We got a handful of other drivers pitting now. We got King Cobra pitting. Reese in the pits. Mr. Oddbod, King Cobra, hold on, he's on the intermediates. I don't see a drop of rain yet. And we've got 3 drivers now on intermediates. Hold on a second. Is there gonna be rain? Oh boy, that could change things up. Oh wow, I don't even know what to say. If I was a commentator, he'd probably say it for me. By the way, for anyone who's watching the stream that is not a commentator in this league, if you want to join the league, you know, just ask for the Discord, either from someone in the chat or I don't know. Want to be a commentator with yours truly, hit me up on Discord at Dave's Freak. The tag is 2103. Safety car will be in this lap. I still don't see a drop of rain on the track. This is just... I feel like this is a bad strategy call by the bottom 4. I don't see any rain whatsoever. It's hard to see rain when you go onto it. With like a white halo. Come to the final few corners now. We're gonna watch, see what kind of restart these McLarens had. Last time it was very sketch. Very sketch. I would definitely say it would be worth looking at. But he stops again. He did it again. You can't tell me that's not a penalty. You can't, I mean, he did it twice. It wasn't just the first time, he did it the second time. And the thing is, the second time he did it, he almost cost his teammate a position. Josh Meister's around. Completely lost the car. Unfortunately, drops him all the way down to P17. Worst part for Cobra and others on those inners, they are just going to hemorrhage time. They pitted way too early onto those inters. I got no idea why they thought that would work, but they thought it would work, and here we are. Jonas, hold on, Jonas is in the wall. Jonas is basically way outside the points now. He's down in P17.
stay on board with Cobra, see if the rain comes. He's got to start now if he wants to have any sort of an advantage. Because right now his gap to the leader is 6.2 in climbing. I should say descending, anything. Still no rain. I just don't understand why they thought the rain would come so soon. Yeah, unless you see raindrops on the track, you don't hit. At least raindrops, period. These tires are probably melting right now at this point. Singapore is not exactly a cold track. This is one of the hottest races of the year, literally speaking. We got a yellow. This time it's the other Red Bull. It's LJB Sharp. He's lost another position this time to King Cobra. He's up to P11. But again, there's no moisture whatsoever on the track. At this point, they'd be better off just sledding on the track. Gap is now 8.3 seconds between Cobra and the leader. I mean, at this point, it's just looking like McLaren's going to get the freest win I've ever seen. Hold on. There's water. There's raindrops. Now, how hard is the rain going to come in is the question. The top 7, or most of the top 7, all on super old tires. Navigator might actually be one of the better situated drivers in this front of this field. Robin and Ramos fighting desperately for position. Todd's Jugs. Oh, hold on! Todd's Jugs just sent someone into the wall. It's Karen Lynn who got thrown into the wall there. Karen Lynn's internet is absolutely having a stroke. You look. DRS has been enabled, but how long is it going to stay enabled is the question. How are King Cobra's tires doing? It's been passed by a good chunk by JB Sharp, despite just recently spinning. Back to Navigator. He could be looking at a podium. Ace Phillips not far behind him, so if he can just keep the gap relatively small to Navigator, he could take a possible podium spot away from him. Cobra's still hemorrhaging time to the guys ahead. He may have thrown any chance that he had at a podium away. Points are still possible, but podium is basically out of the question. Unless this rain really picks up over the next lap or two, he's basically done for in this race. Oh, hold on. What is that? What is that? Oh, and we got a car in the wall. No, we don't, because we just Carolyn having absolutely atrocious internet. Okay. I feel like we should start having more connection tests before races. Oh! Vettel almost bumped into the back of Ace Phillips, and DRS is disabled. DRS has been disabled. We've got Thunder. Thunder gets a 5-second speeding penalty. That could be huge. Got a handful of drivers on the slick staying out. Cobra now probably going to start feeling like a genius. Of course, maybe not as much of a genius as he would have been if he'd have waited another lap. But things happen. Things happen sometimes. And look at the gap now between Cobra and Fruticos. Went from 11 to 10.6, and he's not even done with the first sector. I mean, look at this. He is gaining time hand over fist. Even those on the softs are not going to be in a good spot because they're so worn by now. Josh Meister now just ahead of Mr. Oddbod. ahead of Mr. Oddbot. Back to King Cobra. He's got 3 drivers right in front of him, all fighting for position. Jonas has just crashed. Is that going to cause anything? No, wait, he's retired on track, I think. He may have retired on track. Going to dive down the inside and look at that. He just drove right past him. He basically walked to get drove. Meanwhile, Robin and Karen went fighting for P3. Karen went looking like he might be able to use the almost contact. Just right behind these two as well. Not any of these guys are able to keep it. I think Fruticos at this point, if he wants to have any shot at winning, has to stay out. I don't think he's got a choice. No, he doesn't. He has to stay out. Everybody else in front of Cobra also stays out. But this plays right into Cobra's hands. Gap's now down to 10.4 seconds. He's not catching enough. He's only got 2 laps to go. He's got to hope this rain continues to just downpour on the track. We've got a handful of other drivers getting 3-second time penalties. Tomo's with a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him. We got 3 for Karen and Tomo's, 11 for Robin, 3 for JB Sharp, 3 for Cute Jaguar, Reese, Bolt, Nazarcator, Beto Express, 5 for Thunder. Look at this, he's right behind Robin. Robin's got no traction whatsoever out of the corner. I mean, he kept it on track and he kept it straight, but the speed was just nowhere to be found. It's almost like he was still running in like first gear or something. Look at this, he's gonna go side by side with his own teammate. You gotta hope his teammate backs out and lets him through. He does. Good job there by Jugs to allow his teammate through. And look at how much speed he's got down the straight. Oh my God. Oh, hold on. What is Karen doing? Get out of here. There's no way you were going to make that. I don't know what he was thinking. He almost sent him into the wall. Unbelievable. I mean, he didn't do a good job there, but like, he nearly did. We had another crash and James Phillip now. Look at how much water's on the track now. Fruticos had no choice. He was either stay out and hope the rain doesn't come down, or just fight them or pit and possibly lose out. Oh, look at that. He's massive loss at the rear end. And look at that. Fruticos is going to pit. Heroin stays out. Final lap of the race. King Cobra has got 3.2 seconds ahead. Mr. Oddbod, who started in P19, is all the way up to P2. Unbelievable. What an absolutely legendary drive from the Aston Martin driver. He's not going to win, but I don't imagine he's going to complain after tonight. As King Cobra now in P1. I mean, look at that. Acute Jaguar started 20th and he's in P3. I forgot he started so far down. We've got 2 drivers who have just had an absolutely immense race today. Tomo's losing it. Oh, Tomo's. He was in such a good position before the rain came. It looked like he could possibly score a podium. Thunder getting past Karenwin. And that's a Bolt's going to go right past him too. Now Karenwin's probably going to hold up Nazarcator in case Bolt gets another penalty. And Tomo's has crashed at the end of the boulevard. Oh, there he is. Yeah. You hate to see it. Back to King Cobra now as he's coming through the final sector. Now out of the final few corners, he's using every ounce of the battery left. He knows he can't take any home with him. As he's coming through the final corner now, coming out across the line, and he takes the win. King Cobra is your Singapore Grand Prix race winner. Mr. Oddbod P2, followed by Q Jaguar P3, P4 for Reese, followed by S.A. Bolt, Thunder, Agitator, Karen Wynn, Robin, Tobbs Jugs. Or actually, Tobbs Jugs might gain a few positions after the line. He's going to gain 1. P9 for him. P10 for Fruticos. Beto Express, Robin, P12. Josh Meister, who's crawling across the line. And JB Sharp, P14. And the rain came at possibly the worst time for the McLaren drivers. It could not have been worse for them, honestly. It was absolute travesty for them to finish the race after being first and second almost the entire race. Finishing 5th and 10th, and could be even worse if the stewards deem that safety car restart, either one, to be a penalty on them. And here you got your podium celebrations. Again, your podium finishers. Acute Jaguar P20 all the way to P3. Mr. Oddbod P19 to P2. And King Cobra, who I think was P8 and finished P1. Or maybe not P8. I don't even know. P5 to P1. I mean, that's a good race regardless. But wow, talk about an ending to a race. Hopefully we can get in our podium finishers for an interview. I would love to know how they feel about this race. Yeah, there we go. Hello, hello. How are we doing, boys?
Good. You want to include our audio now, or when you're doing that?
You can do either or. Not too big a deal for me. Usually I do P3, P2, P1. Unless...
Yes, right.
Okay. Unless, of course, Q Jaguar doesn't join, then it'll be you and then Cobra.
Good. Yeah, that's right.
Ethan, you meant to do something.
What?
Sing.
And welcome to F1
I'm
Live.
not singing.
This
Oh,
is
sing.
F-
The way you move,
These
the
are
way
the
you feel. What? This is all it
No.
takes.
Why am I in
Fall
this?
love with me. Possibilities.
Don't forget.
I look like all you need. Thank you.
Why do I hear the music on this game?
I love how my first win is last summer, and I'm not even in the championship fight.
Wow. Congrats. Speaking of, congrats, King Cobra on the win, dude. Congrats, Oddbod on P2. Both of you ran immense races. Especially you, Oddbod. You started P19, weren't able to hook up a lap at all in Q1 on the back row, and people were giving you a good bit of flack for it. And
Yeah, it wasn't a good quali. I didn't come into this race expecting anything because I'm struggling a week with it. But P19 to P2, potentially P1 because I saw Cobra in an incident. So maybe he gets paid for that, maybe he doesn't. If he does,
Yeah, but you
it's
had an
second one of the
instant
season.
You had an instant too, didn't you?
Yeah, but that was with that laggy Red Bull. Not
I mean, to be fair, I was one of those people taking the mick out of Oddbod. And P18 was it in quality? Or P19? One of them.
Back row, of course.
Yeah, I did take the mick out of him. He did prove me, well, I beat him, but he did prove everyone else wrong. So, well, that's true.
Second time out of Q1 this season. Second time on the podium by doing it. So, seems it works.
I know, you see, the end of the race, okay, Jeff kept on saying 10 minutes. He said 5 minutes for 5 minutes. He said rain is coming for 5 minutes for 5 minutes. And then he says softs, go on softs, and then rain comes. I don't know whether to trust him anymore, but I did trust him, and
When I say this, do not ever trust Mark with the
wet
wet
conditions.
conditions.
Mark, not Jeff.
Literally, don't even try to trust him on that. I couldn't get paid to do that. But I don't know, where are you in the standings? Oddball.
P7, I think.
P7. So this should probably help you get a spot or two in the championship. How are you feeling about that?
I think you might get a P4. Pretty decent, I think. I'm going for top 4 this season, I think. Well, actually, no, top 3, because Tonio's left the league. So, hopefully, I can go for a top 3. If I can't, then I'll try to go for just top 4. Because me and my teammate have been doing pretty well since mid-season, so I feel like we could both do it. But we'll see what happens.
Certainly will. Congrats again on your P2. Best of luck next week to you. And on to our race winner, King Cobra. You finally get a win this season. Congratulations. Absolutely legendary drive.
It's actually my second race
Legendary
this season, so
strategy call at the end to go on to the Inters. I was actually giving you a bit of crap for it, honestly. I was like, dude, this just doesn't make sense. You're pitting, there's no rain, it's not even remotely wet, it makes no sense. Honestly, I was like, dude, you gotta be an idiot to pick that. And, well, now I'm the idiot. So
I was deep in it the entire time until then. It's so fun when you're going through the pack and everyone else is on softs and you're on inters. It's so fun. It's just so dangerous as well.
Watching you was so nuts. It was just, you were just flying through people like they weren't even there.
Yeah. Oh god, that was chaos. But yeah, as I was saying, Jeff kept on for 5 minutes. Jeff said rain in 5 minutes, and then he said rain. There's no rain forecasted. Go on softs, and then the rain comes exactly as he says that. It's silly.
Yeah, but it really is.
You just have to try and guess.
Mark got no common sense.
Okay, it's not Mark. It's Jeff. Yeah, it's Mark, not Jeff. I don't know why I keep on saying Jeff.
It's all good, man. We're all used to Jeff. It makes sense why you would forget that. With your win, I don't know where you are in the championship. I don't see your name.
Well, I've raced 2 times this season. One of them was China last week, where I did dreadful. It's my worst track, and this is my second race this season. So, where's 25 put on?
Yeah, so 25 would put you at least at best you'd be 17th in the championship. The 25 points for Mercedes and the constructors, though, will certainly help out. It'll put us.
Where's constructors? Oh yeah, there.
That'll put us at least P6 instead of P8. So.
Oh yeah.
It might
get MP5.
How are you feeling about that?
I mean, I have just been DM'd by the Mercedes TP. He said, mine's not signing for anyone. I'm going to give you an offer most likely or something. But,
oh boy.
I mean, I've had success in Merc. I've always had my success in Merc. Because last season, at the start of the season, I was clear. Well, I had a clear advantage. Then I went mid-season. I changed to Aston, and then I lost the championship. But yeah, I've always been good in Merc, so I think it's just a good car for me, to be honest. But I'm happy with that.
Certainly seems like it is. Congrats again on your win. Best of luck to you next time you're racing, whether that's next week or whenever.
Yeah.
And
can I just do some promo?
Oh sure, man. Go ahead.
Can I do a promo for a song that my mate's releasing?
I mean, if you're allowed to. I don't know if you are or not. You can go ahead.
Okay. That's a clip they're giving everyone to promote, and I've done it for them. I had to get a podium for me to promote their song, so I've done what they want. I think Harrison's going to give me a nice DM later. Harrison
Yeah.
George.
All right, that'll do it, folks. I've been your host, Days Freak. Thank you all for watching and tuning in. Goodbye, good night, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are.